All right, so I've started recording. My name is Banks, and I'm your lead analyst, and I'll be explaining to you guys the market predictions that we're looking at for the new week, and we will be discussing a whole lot of things. So, the aim is to ensure that you guys become profitable. You guys are able to, sort of see market analysis real time. Yeah. So let's fire on, guys. So first of all, as you can see, this is XAUUSD chart showing you entries and exit and all of that. So as you can see from this trade, you'd realize that um, market has been on a certain downtrend at some point before, right? Which means it's been sort of pushing down price, and we now have this buy momentum that has been happening sort of, right? As you guys can see. So now we know that okay, it's been giving areas that it has failed to break. For instance, now we have this high here, the market created, then that failed to break past this high, creating another high here that is lower than this previous high, then systematically breaking series of structures. Now, market pushed up price into this area again, then it failed to basically push up and break past it, but instead we had a push down. So for me, if we have a break below these two areas that are here, we'll automatically expect that gold was going to create continuation of sales all the way down to this certain area that is below. Now, this area that I have marked here is an area where you can get possible buy trades that can fetch you a good number. Possible buy trades that can fetch you a good number. All right. And as you guys can see already, we can see that market has been trying to, push up and push down price. So why did I mark out this area? Like I said before, you have this high that is here, the market failed to break. Now, upon failing to break this high, it's created sort of this structure that is here, right? As you guys can see, it created a new high, but it's not higher than this other high that is here. So which means market created this one and then push down price and all. Then upon that, you have a push up momentum here, but this area failed to break past this high, which means we now have this systematic sales coming all the way down. Now, if we have a break below this region, because this is a region that we can see that market can try to retest from. So if we have a break below this region, we're going to expect the market push down price, and at least when it taps into this area, it's going to be automatic buys, and that's pretty much it. Now, which means at this rock bottom zone here, we're expecting XAUUSD buys. And I didn't mark this area out as an area for the buys because I'm expecting it to take out this structure that is here, activate the one that is lower than it here, and then obviously push up price. Now, after that, you're going to have the next zone, which would be Euro USD. For Euro USD, it's currently on. And for Euro USD, this was what we marked out. For Euro USD, sorry guys. I'm gonna water for me. So for Euro USD, we realized that market created a high here, then the sweep of that high here. Then it created a retest, which is what we have here, right? Then upon this request, we saw that market is pushing down price consistently. Sorry, hold on. Then you would realize that market is pushing down price consistently around here. So for me, what I marked out is that okay, market created this high here, then created this new structural high, then created these liquidity zones like here. Because if you drag this out, we realize there's actually liquidity that is here. As you can see, this is liquidity that is here. So market is automatically supposed to take out that liquidity, which was what it did, activate the trade that is above, which is also here, and then simultaneously we're expecting the sales. And then so far so good. I said XAU. Euro USD was able to do 80 pips in profit from the entry that we actually marked. So for me, the sales are still quite visible based off of this area, and the fact that we've had zones where market broke structure. For instance, now we had a break of structure around here, which is one. This is where we have the break of structure. We have this break of structure here, this one. Then we have another break of structure here, this one. So for me, we've had a bit of break of structure to signify that yes, we can expect a downward trend. And for as long as this high is not broken, the sales are still quite valid until that high is broken. So the high would basically say otherwise that okay, yes, so I'm no longer valid because I've been broken. But for as long as that high is not broken, the sales are inevitable. And that's it for gold buys, Euro USD, gold buys and Euro USD sales. And then one more pair that we're going to look at will be GBP USD. So for the GU aspect, so for the GU aspect, as you can see, it's been buying for a bit. It's been buying for a bit, and then so far so good. For me, this is far. Let's wait on 2 hour time frame. So in the 2 hour time frame, what do we see? First of markets created this area here. We created an internal break of structure. We created a new break of structure here. Then it's created a new break of structure here. As you can see already. So now that we've seen that there's been an internal break of structure, and also we have an external break of structure where market created. So internal break, external break. Now, what do we begin to look for? We begin to look for possibilities of buys. Now, as you can see, we would have expected sales, but then market did not continuously break series of sales. Neither do we have an unmitigated zone that would have said market would take out and then sell from. It's quite complex, don't worry, but I'll try to break it down. So for me, you look at this area as an area for possibility of something to happen. So which means what we'll be expecting is a scenario where market now pushes down price. Maybe does something like this a bit, then push that price a bit, then push that price here. Then push down price into this area, we can sort of expect a reaction all the way to the upside. And then you can have a long position, which will be this, drag this here, drag this out the way. 22 pips stop loss. Okay, 20 pips SL. Drag it out the way. So something like this to happen. And that's like pretty much it. Do you guys understand me now? So guys, that's pretty much it. So now that we've already seen what we can look out for Euro USD, we've seen what we can look out for GBP USD, and then we've seen what we can look out for XAUUSD USD. All right, cool. Now we begin to talk about the aspect where psychology plays a very, very big role. In order for you to scale and grow when it comes to like trading, you need your psychology to be. It's going to be uploaded live on YouTube, so you can go rewatch it. You see all the entries there. I will upload it immediately I'm done with this session. So it's your psychology, guys, because every single thing that you do when it comes to your trading career, every single thing that you do that has the ability to better you as a trader still revolves around you being good with your psychology. And how can you master your psychology to a good extent? It's not easy for everybody. People have case scenarios where they are constantly practicing to be better traders and all of that, and they still always try their best and all that kind of stuff. But then as a trader, one of the things that you can do to help your psychology is understanding risks before taking them, which means you must calculate your risks properly and understand what you're about to take before taking those risks. And there's always a saying that you don't calculate before taking a trade. So you don't calculate after taking a trade, you calculate before taking a trade. So the only thing that you can control is the only thing that you can control is the analysis you do. You can never control the outcome of how a trade would go. Because the only thing is you do analysis as a financial analyst, and then anticipate the market would respect your analysis and all of that. But it is not still a 100% guarantee that market will basically react to a certain area the way you want. So understanding risks is quite important. Also admitting and understanding that, okay, yes, I'm in a business that involves high risks, and sort of when it comes to trading, you can either lower your risk or decide that you want to leave your risk the way it is. But just know one thing, that there is no person that can say that playing it small actually changed their life. So if you know that you want a scenario where you are able to take as much risk as you can, you want a scenario where you are able to scale and grow as much as you can, you need to be open to taking risks. That is why I say it every time, that it's very important that you have two types of accounts. You have one account which will basically be an high risk account, and another account which will basically be a compounding account. On your high risk account, you can always take huge risk and all of that. But on your companion account, you can sort of see how you can scale that account larger, and then you can give yourself a 1 year target, and eventually you should definitely scale and grow better. And that's like pretty much it. So our app is going to be launching on the 15th of this month, which is I think on Sunday, this coming Sunday. We're going to be launching our app and all of that. I would have actually loved to show you guys the interface. Um, let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can do that. If I can show you the interface. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Um, I want to see if I can show you guys the interface. Let me see if I can show you guys the interface. Okay, let's see. How can I show you the interface? All right, so let me go back there to actually show you guys the interface. Let me see if I can do that. All right, so let me come here. Share. Let me see if I can show you guys the interface. Now, can you guys see my screen? If you can basically see my screen, just let me know. Can you see my screen? Okay. All right. So this is basically how our interface looks like, where you have access to the Good Edit Academy, you have access to my courses, all of them, and everything of that sort. So as you can see right now, this is stock trading, this is tech. So this is also, Minecraft tech. This is the Forex aspect. This is analysis on stock trading, and this is how you can use AI to do video creation, everything. So we have tech trading, stock trading, and there'll be like more features coming, and all of these things have peculiar videos and everything. So yeah, we are going to be launching on the 15th of this month, so you guys can you'll be able to have access to it, and also you can tap into the space where you're able to learn as much as you can and all of that. And I'm really, really committed to basically seeing you guys grow and scale. So if you're not in our signal and obviously you want to join, you can just send me a message, or any of our representatives. You can send a message to them, and then they would add you as soon as they can, so that you can also have access to our signal and every of our other services. So this video is going to be uploaded on YouTube, and then you guys can go and watch it. So this new week, fingers crossed, beautiful things will happen. And in as much as you guys need me, I also need you. So I said every time that you people should stay safe, take care of yourselves, even if it's just one person. You can let them know where you're going, just to um protect yourself and all of that. You said do you hold online mentorship for newbies? Yes, we do actually. But then this app can teach you everything you need to get started. We reply messages late because we have a lot of messages that we respond to. But then you can always message on Telegram. We'll get you sorted definitely. And we might reply late, yeah, but we will definitely respond to you. Do you get? So just relax a bit so that we can focus on you and all of that. And what else? Um, yeah, I pray this week is as fulfilled, and I pray that every single one of you get every single one of your heart desires. So safe, guys. I'll see you guys next week, Monday. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your week.